Up. Welcome to Spuds TV. Today we have a Section 8 boys lacrosse matchup here. Quarterfinal game between the number 1 seeded Spuds and the number 8 seeded Elk River Elks. I'm Matt Peters. Joining me here is Andrew Searles today. Andrew, what are some keys to the game?
You know, Spuds are looking here to claim their 4th straight section title. I mean, and a key to the game is this: you can't look over it. I mean, yes, it's the first game of playoffs, and I'm sure the Spuds have their eyes on the section championship, but they cannot take anyone lightly, especially in Section 8 with the skill and level of play that is in this section. It's a beautiful day for lacrosse. Jim Goda Stadium seats are slowly filling up. Tickets are being sold. We have a great venue here.
The Elks coming into this game with a record of 3-11, winning the play-in game against Providence by a score of 17-11, and that game was played on Monday. Spuds coming into the game with a record of 10-3. Their last win was last Thursday against Trimac. Final score was 12-8. Just seconds away from the opening face-off here. Jet Mersil for the Spuds. Gavin Braley for the Elks. Mersil wins that, flips it to Kuntz.
What a nice little play by Mersil. Just a quick pass and gets off.
Kuntz far side to Eggerdahl. Spuds still need a touch. And a failure called on the Spuds. Spuds have 20 seconds to get it inside the box, which is under the 30-yard line. They failed to do so. Turnover. Elks ball.
That failed turnover was called on Joel Eggerdahl, the Spuds' leading goal scorer with a total of 40 berries on the year.
Good ride there by the Spuds attack. Ground ball picked up by Jace Blythe. Second leading scorer. Evan Warner wide open. One-on-one with the goalie. Shot and goal. Evan Warner gets the Spuds on the board early. Finds that pass from Jace Blythe on the good ride there from the Spuds attackman.
Yeah, the freshman struck first. You know, he's got a bright future. He kicks off the Spuds scoring with 11 minutes and 24 seconds into the game.
Warner beating the freshman goaltender, Javel Hibbard. Back at the face-off X. It is Mersil and Braley. Braley wins that clamp. Pops it almost to himself. Can't quite hold on to that. And Mersil 2 for 2 on the day.
Mersil kind of got a chocolate cake right there.
Spuds with no numbers. Look to settle things down here. Midthune now with the ball. Midthune skip pass to Tweeten. Tweeten let it go by. Ball will roll out of bounds off of the Elks. Spuds will maintain. Shout out alumni Jeff Alness in the building. Jace Blythe now at the Moorhead M. Blythe swim move, splits to his left. Finds Midthune. Midthune shot just wide of the cage. Warner backs it up.
Nice dodge and swim move by Blythe to set up Midthune with a shot on net. Just missed. Warner able to retrieve it. It'll remain Spuds' possession.
Warner now goes from X. Warner turns the corner. Skip pass to Eggerdahl. Can't quite hold on to it. Midthune takes man. Eggerdahl takes ball. Spuds with the ball again. Tweeten now. 25-yard line. Tweeten will carry to X. Tweeten with the mismatch down low. Warner up top. Hitches. Finds Chose.
Warner did a great job of setting up Chose on the doorstep. Chose just cannot bury.
Eggerdahl now on the far side. Up to Midthune, top of the box. Down to Eggerdahl. Coach Alex Kelly calling for the ISO play. Warner takes his guy one-on-one. Beats him clean. Slide comes. Warner rolls. Pass just out of the reach for Midthune. Tweeten now at goal line extended. Tried to find a cutting Warner. Warner stopped at the goal line. Unforced turnover there for the Spuds. And the Elks will pick it up in the near alley.
Elks taking their time to clear it.
Elk River throws that one out of play. Skip pass across the field. Just out of the reach of Trevor Hembry.
Wow, Quinn Tweeton's going to go all the way to the fence to retrieve that ball. He's at the ticket booth. Literally.
Tweeten up to Mithune. Back down to Tweeten. Can't quite hold on to that. Ball pops up in the air. Elks come away with it. Elks looking to clear successfully. Ball on the ground. Spuds come away with it now. Berneking up to Tweeten on the far side. And Tweeten gets it over the 50.
Little contact. Tweeton persevered through.
Tweeten looking to push the issue here. Slows down and finds Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl will slow down.
Oh! Eggerdahl takes a stick to the face.
Ref
Does not
said
phase
it
him.
was tipped. No call. Eggerdahl beating two guys. Shoots it just high. Problem here for the Elks. They haven't been able to clear the ball once yet in this first quarter. Warner now. Another ISO play behind the cage. Elks are ready to go. Warner looked to turn the corner. Draws the penalty. And ball will roll out of bounds. Quinn Tweeten played that as his foot was on the line. And we should be getting a slash here on the Elks.
Spuds get to go man up for the first time today. Matt Peters, you know Coach Kelly pretty well. You think he's probably at practice drawn up a few new schemes for sections.
So far here, at least they like their matchup with Evan Warner, and they've been doing a couple ISO plays off of the inbound. It's been working so far. They've been drawing the slide. They just got to find the open guy and bury. Spuds looking to show off their man up here. Eggerdahl with the ball behind the net. Out to Mithune. Elks pressing out pretty far. Blythe now back to Mithune. Mithune hitches. Shot. Goal.
Wow. That might be on Mithune's end of the year highlight tape right there. A little double swim to a top right snipe.
Carter Mithune.
Nothing you haven't seen out of him yet.
Faked the shot. Had the defender looking the other way. Spuds up 2-0. 7:22 to play in the first quarter. Back to the face-off X is Mercillin Braley. Braley wins a clamp again. 3 Elk midfielders against Kuntz. Brighton Chose comes away with the ball. Looks to clear it by himself.
Everyone loves a hero.
Elks are offsides there. Refs. Oh, shot by Jace Blythe.
Almost trickles in, but goaltender says no.
Under Hibbard there. And a whistle will blow. Elk attackman stepped off sides. Tried to play it off. Big task here for the freshman goaltender for the Elks.
Very big task.
Mithune on the near wing. Blythe finds a skip pass to Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl misses the cage, and Hibbard was closest when the ball went out of bounds. Elks will look to clear.
Elks have a pretty clear in front of them. A lot of space.
Elks seem to be one man clearing the ball here so far this quarter. Still don't have a touch. Finally get under the 30.
6 minutes and 15 seconds in, and we will get our first look at the Elk River offense.
Elks with a chance to bring it within 1 here. Becker with the ball now. Elks on the far side. Throw it back near side, back to Becker.
A lot of nerves. Ball's having trouble staying in players' sticks after passes. A lot of nerves in the playoffs lacrosse.
Nick Ferendorf taking some checks on the clear. Finds a cutting Warner. Backhand pass.
Wow, what a quick play.
And Egerdahl one-times it to the back of the net. What a creative play there by Evan Warner.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Nick Ferendorf there, just trekking it out, getting it to Warner. Warner gets it to Egerdahl, and Egerdahl finds the back of the net. Some good quick stick by the 3.
Egerdahl adding to his goal count on the season. I believe that's number 42.
42 for Mr. Joel Egerdahl.
Mercillin Braley. Braley once again wins the clamp. This time gets it to himself and gets the touch.
Jet Mercill showing some speed and urgency with the change there.
Babcock now on the near side. Stuber now with it up top. Becker now calling the ISO play. Clem ready to slide.
Spud's doing a great job of protecting the interior offensive zone.
Becker gets a step shot outside the cage. Brighton Chose clears it up to Grefsheim. Spuds have numbers here. Grefsheim, skip pass to Warner. Shut down there by Mansfield. Now Mansfield will look to clear. Mansfield shot. And Elk River stepped in the crease. I believe that shot was blocked by senior defender Mason Melquist for the Spuds. Devig now up the far side. Ryland Overbow with the ball now to Egerdahl. Egerdahl will slow things down.
Egerdahl showing his senior maturity, slowing things down, moving the ball around, letting the boys get a change in and settle.
Midthune now down low to Overbow. Near side to Blythe. Can't quite hold on to it.
I think Blythe was expecting that pass to be picked off and just trickled through.
Elks look to clear here. Spud set up in their ride. Has been successful a couple times already today. We'll see if they can make that happen again. Ball rolling down the far alley. Picked up by the Elks. Still don't have a touch. Finally get that. Elks once again will set up into their offense. Becker getting pressed out at midfield. Beats his man. Good slide there by Clem. Skip pass by Becker up top. Through everybody. And Kuntz tiptoes the sideline.
Great footwork by Carson Kuntz there.
Overbow now getting doubled. Push comes. Ball will stay with the Spuds.
Some great effort from Rylan Overbo, the freshman.
Blythe now to his left. Draws the double. Doesn't matter. Jace Blythe buries.
Beautiful goal by Blythe. Tiptoes by and just places it top right corner. Not every shot has to be 90 miles an hour, but when Jace Blythe can place the ball like that, wow, it's amazing to watch.
With that tally, Jace Blythe brings his goal total up on the season to 26. Second leading scorer on the team for the Spuds. Moorhead up 4-0, excuse me, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Mercill and Braley back at the face-off X. Been a battle so far today. Braley comes away with that one. William Myers now with the ball.
A nice screen by the Elks created some time for them to set up their offense. Kind of picked off Mercill.
Becker on the near side here. Looks to be their go-to guy up at the midfield. Download a Babcock. Babcock drops that ball.
Kuhn says, you don't need your stick. I'm going to put it on the turf. Results in Spuds possession. Devig with a dime.
Devig up to Chose. Spuds with no numbers here. Elks with a couple extra defenders on the inside. Waiting for the Spuds to set up. Eggerdahl now on the far side. Up to Finn Paulson. Jace Blythe gets the green light. Splits to his left. Looks to feed. Good stick there.
Blythe double
the
team
Elks.
swarmed.
Good man there by Overbo. Taking the body and the ball. Blythe now comes back in play. He'll try it again. Blythe beats his man. Shot saved there by Hibbard. The freshman will look to clear. Elks now setting up in their clear once again. Another failed clear there by the Elks. And Paulson will come away with it. Spuds once again with numbers. Eggerdahl falls over his stick.
Wow, what a nice little shovel
And
pass.
Paulson's free. Blythe can't quite hold on to that as he walks into the crease. Ball will stay with the Elks.
Eggerdahl did a great job of getting the ball to his teammate there to try and create some offense. Elks defense just stood tall there.
Hibbard now looking to clear. Has a guy near the box. Another just missed pass by the Elks. Net is empty. Hibbard racing back in the net. Warner shoots and scores and gets pushed after the play. No flag goes. Warner with his second of the game, I believe. Capitalizing off yet another Elks failed clear.
Warner showed off the wheels and just took it straight to the net. Could have drawn a flag, but he buried. Win-win situation for the Spuds.
Coming up here, we have a stats sheet face-off with 3 seconds left to play. Up that face-off percentage a little
Who's
bit.
going to have the better stats?
It's pretty even so far. Braley wins that, and he will
Rips
shoot.
it.
Ball out of the back of the end zone. Spuds up 5 after 1. We'll be right back.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Welcome back to Spuds TV here. Just moments away from the second quarter.
Plenty of section lacrosse left in today's schedule. Spuds going to the second quarter up 5-0. Elk River looking to score their first goal of the postseason. Who will it be?
Mercille and Braley once again at the face-off X. Braley winning that last one before halftime.
Wow, Braley showing dominance on the X.
Braley gets it in and he gets a touch.
Good job, Braley.
Babcock now with it up top. Elks look to set up in their offense. To Becker on the near side.
Becker looking for options. Is he going to dodge or?
Elks looking to be running some sort of an ISO play here. Becker rolling back right into Grefsheim. Slide comes from Clem. Clem recovers. Elks on the far side now. Splits. Good trail check there by Kuntz. Picked up by Grefsheim. Grefsheim with some speed up the far side. Gets the touch and settles down.
Spuds now get an offensive opportunity created by Carson Kuntz, showing off the stick work on the defensive end.
That's 2 takeaways for Kuntz in this game so far. Jace Blythe now with it in the far alley. Down to Warner. Coach Wimpkin wanting Warner to dodge here. Blythe out there to set a pick. Warner splits to his left. Good defense there by the Elks. Blythe will now try to go.
Blythe taking it to the 50 merely. I have a feeling he's going to come down with some speed here.
Blythe dodges downhill to his right. Shot goes just over the cage.
Blythe was looking for that top left corner. Missed it by inches. Maybe centimeters. Ball remains Spuds.
Ball rolls in play from a spectator.
Elk River defenseman boots it out.
Warner now, once again, ISO'd from the corner.
Ew.
Swims, beats Mansfield. Slide comes. And a Flag down. Shot in the goal.
Warner does not care. He says, I'll put it in the back of the net.
Evan Warner, I believe that's 3 on the night so far. And we will see if the flag will be waved or not. Mansfield could have been called on 2 there. He got called for the slash. Could have got called for a hold as well. Take your pick. Mansfield will sit for 60 seconds.
Evan Warner, the freshman, claims his 23rd of the season.
Spud's putting up some record numbers this year. Mersil and Braley once again. 2 LSMs on the near side and an empty wing for the Elks on the far side, as they'll be man down for a minute. Braley once again wins the faceoff. After those first 1 or 2 faceoffs, it's been all Braley on that Spuds M. Braley will shoot. Devig with the save. Ball rolls out of bounds, and Burnaking wins the chase.
Spuds with the man up, looking to create some offense.
Burnaking up to Chose.
Burner King / Tom Brady from the end zone to the 50.
Spuds will set up in their man up. Blythe with the ball at the top. To Tweeten. Ferendorf and Tweeten come on the field. Play call is being repeated by the Spuds sideline. Jace Blythe with time and room. Pass just on his off-stick side. Mithun skipped up to Tweeten. Can't quite hold on to it.
Nice feed and find by Mithun.
Elks are even strength here. As that ball comes through.
Ferendorf just crushes an Elk defender.
Warner almost with the hockey slap shot goal. Just sails a little bit over the cage. Not sure if it would have counted with the penalty on Ferendorf. Elks look to clear. Another pass. Not quite held on to. Kuntz
with the
through
nutmeg.
the legs. Mithun with time and room. Shot and a goal.
Man, if you see Mithun with that side arm wind up to the moon, I would sit, if I'm a goaltender, I'm getting out the way, simply.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for the next face-off. Spuds doing their scouting report on these Elks. A shorter goaltender here for the guys in red, and the Spuds have been going up top all day. It's the 7th goal for the Spuds with 8 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the second quarter. Once again, that play all started from the takeaway by Kuntz. Good ground ball.
Yeah, Kuntz with a little stick handling, nutmeg, creates a goal for the Moorhead Spuds.
Little battle here at the X. Brighton Chose comes away with it. Chose with a swim move. He's alone. Shot, goal. Brighton Chose. Why not? Adds another tally to the scoreboard for the Spuds. They're up 8 with 8 to play in the second quarter. As we mentioned, Spud alumni in front of me. Jeff Aldness wearing the back-to-back-to-back section champs shirt. Spuds won in 2021, beating Buffalo by a score of 11-7. 2022 beating STMA 9-2, and 2023 beating STMA in overtime 8-7.
I believe our last call of the year last year, we introduced the thought of a back-to-back-to-back shirt. Funny to see, it is now printed, and our fans and alumni are wearing them.
We'll take credit for that one. Braley wins a face-off. Shot saved by Devig. Spuds fail to clear. And a timeout by the Elks with 7:40 to play in the second quarter. We'll be joining them. Be right back.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Welcome back to Spuds TV. Fresh out of that timeout. Make sure you stick around after this game. We have the quarterfinal girls game starting at 7 o'clock. The 3-seeded Spuds
What are the 3-seeded Spuds doing, Matt Peters? You must be having some mic difficulties.
Sorry about those technical difficulties there. Becker now on the near side. Settles things down for the Elks. What do you think the message was in that timeout by Elk River?
By Elk River? I think Elk River is saying, hey, let's try and score a goal here.
Skip pass knocked down by Kuntz. Picked up by Clem, and Clem will try to clear the ball here. Grefsheim finds Grefsheim. Spuds once again with numbers. Pass knocked down there by Jake Jacobson. Jacobson now finds Stuber on the near side. Skip pass, shot and a goal.
What a rocket from the Elk River Elks. Elk River gets on the board. Cuts down the differential to 7.
As I was saying before the technical difficulties, we have a quarterfinal game here at 7 o'clock following the boys' game. Number 3 Spuds take on the number 6. Not sure. Not sure who they play, but
that should be a good one.
Hopefully we find out in the next 2 hours. Braley wins that face-off. He gets a touch, and he will settle.
Matt Peters, I believe you're announcing the next game.
I will be doing color commentary for the girls' game, so make sure you stick around. Should be a good one. The boys' team here, once again, the 1 seed, will have home field advantage the entire playoffs as long as they keep winning.
Devick showing off a little muscle.
Good goose there by Clem. Up to himself. Decides to slow things down. Flips it to Blythe. Blythe still needs to get a touch. Should have plenty of time for that. Ball up top to Midthune. Dean Haugo in the building.
What's up, Dean?
Shot by Midthune.
Oh! Midthune with the rocket right off goaltender's helmet. That could not have felt good. We heard it from the booth.
Once again, props to freshman goaltender, JaVale Hibbard, for stepping in the cage. Something that I definitely would not want to do. Midthune, this time a little slower of a shot, finds the back of the net. Like you said, sometimes it's all about placement, not so much about speed. Spuds up 9-1 with 5 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the second quarter.
Coach Logan Wemkin rocking the orange shorts today.
A staple for the Spuds playoff games. Been wearing that since I can remember.
I believe that's his tradition. He's been wearing it for the last 5 years. It's been his outfit of choice for section playoff lacrosse.
I don't know if he's washed them in the last 5 years.
I wouldn't wash them.
Not until they lose. Braley, another face-off win. Near side to Becker.
Elks setting up their offense, trying to slow it down, trying to move the ball around, calm the nerves. Still plenty of lacrosse to be played.
Elks now dodging from X. It's Babcock with the ball. Elks will run an ISO play. On Grefsheim. Shorty caught at X. Kicked ball. Rolls into the stick of Devig. Devig looks to clear. Failed clear there by the Spuds.
A great pass by Devig there. It was an absolute dot. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Babcock, far side. Jack Reese with the shot. Just high. Elks with a little bit of possession time here. As soon as I say that, ball goes out of bounds. Back. Spuds ball.
You know, these simple ball handling mistakes are really having a negative effect on the Elk River Elks tonight.
Definitely something that both of the coaching staffs will be talking about, something that can't happen going into these semifinal and championship games for whoever wins this one.
3 minutes and 40 seconds remain in the second quarter as Evan Warner takes to the crease.
Skip pass to Eggerdahl. Knocked down. Ferendorf back to Eggerdahl below the goal.
Eggerdahl looking to dodge.
Eggerdahl in the near corner. All the way up top to Blythe. Blythe to his left. With ease. Shoots it just wide. Elks might have to start playing him a little bit farther out. He walked all the way in and then shot that one.
Evan Warner's positioning allowed Spuds to remain in possession.
Warner again. They trust him with this ISO play. It's been working so far. Blythe with the behind the back shot. Chase. Won by the keeper.
Warded to the Elks. Freshman goaltender showing some speed.
3 minutes to play in the second quarter here. Hibbard with the ball. Elks clear it over the 50. Still need a touch, as they will get that.
Coast to coast clear.
Near side now. Becker with the ball. Elks making a few changes. Becker will go. Free slide is there.
Shut down by the Spuds.
Knocked down by
Devig with another dot.
Mason Melquist intercepting that pass. Tweeten shoots, scores.
Wow.
Quinn Tweeten, bouncer, top right corner. Back of the cage, puts the Spuds up 10-1 with just over 2 minutes to play. Winner of this game will face the winner of number 4 Sartell and number 5 Brainerd believe that game is starting at 7 p.m.
Yeah, that goal was originated by the goaltender, Zach Devig. You know, having a goalie being able to pass and create offensive opportunities for their midfielders and attackmen is a very crucial thing to have in the postseason.
Braley wins that. Mercill went early. Braley will get it in and get a touch. Braley will flip it to Stuber. Face-off guys get off the field. Becker now near side. Becker up top, guarded by Grafsheim. Elks need somebody to get this started for him. Seems like nobody wants to dodge here. Stuber turns a corner, question mark. Shot saved by Devig, good save. Good move. Excuse me, that was Danny Babcock with the shot.
A great question mark dodge by Babcock.
Kuntz finds Warner, shot, goal. Saw that one coming. Started with the clear by Christian Story. Finds Kuntz. Kuntz finds Warner. Warner finds the back of the net.
Warner with his 4th, I believe.
Puts the Spuds up 10. Maddox Gregoire now at the face-off X for the Spuds. The 8th grader. Won by Braley. Good fast break there by the Elks. Saved by Devig. Textbook fast break by the Elks. But an even better save by the Spuds goaltender. Just under a minute to play in the first half.
Less than a minute remaining in the first half. Spuds holding a lead of 11-1.
Elks look to had a little pick play behind the net. Played very well defensively by the Spuds. Elks up top now. Becker beats Chose. Shot, goal. That is Becker to Babcock. Becker beating his man, finding Babcock on the backside. Empty net, goal.
Elks tally their second of the night with 26 seconds remain in the second quarter.
Danny Babcock with his first of the night.
Babcock did a great job of finding an open area, catching and shooting, and finding the back of the net.
Back to midfield. Fight for this ground ball off the face-off. Whistle blows. Awaiting the call. Looks like it'll be Spud's ball. Not sure what the call was there. Timeout by the Spuds, I believe.
Interesting timeout called by the Spuds with 20 seconds.
Not sure how they got that timeout off without possession of the ball. But with that, we will take a timeout. Spuds up 11-2 with 20 seconds left to play in the first half.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Welcome back to Spuds TV. Fresh out of that timeout by the Spuds. Thinking Wimpkin thinks it's a good time to work on a play here. Short time on the clock. See what the Spuds can do. If you had to pick a guy on the field there wearing white to be your goal scorer here, who are you picking?
I might have to go with the freshman Evan Warner. He's been hot tonight with 4 goals, all quick release, find the back of the net. Knowing Wemkin, he's probably setting up some sort of tic-tac-toe play with 20 seconds remaining.
And timeout by Wimpkin, followed by a timeout by Elk River.
Back-to-back timeouts.
Maybe we can call a timeout up here. 20 seconds to play in the half.
Spuds TV timeout coming in after this.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here in Fargo, North Dakota at Bailey's PDR. So what made you choose FCCU for your business needs?
I love the customer support that they give, that I have people's phone numbers that I can reach whenever I need to. When you're conducting business, you don't have hours to hopefully make up a financial decision, so sometimes you need those questions answered, and at FCCU, they're there always for you.
And we are back from timeout. We think that's the last one called
We
for
will
the half.
see. Maybe the refs will call a timeout next.
We are not sure. Dean might call a timeout.
I think he probably has the power to do that. Elks must not have liked what they saw.
Eggerdahl getting the touch. Some sort of
Eggerdahl sweeping over the top to his left. Shot, goal. Just how they drew it up, I'm guessing.
I'm going to guess that is exactly how Moorhead coaching staff drew that up. And Eggerdahl with a sweeping motion with an absolute rocket. You could say that ball was steaming. Straight to the back of the net. There might be a hole in that.
Elks must not have liked what they saw after the timeout by the Spuds. Called one of their own. Can't do much about that. Good play design there by the Spuds coaching staff.
Very unique play design. First time ever witnessing that. That was beautiful.
I do believe the opposing team for the girls' game is showing up. Looks like St. Cloud Crush, I believe. That's what we're going to go with. Spuds up 10 at half with 12 goals. Elk River with 2. We'll take another timeout. Be back after this break.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
More than 80 years ago, First Community Credit Union was established by farmers for farmers. We know farmers and ranchers are the backbone of our communities. That's why First Community Credit Union is proud to serve and support our local ag producers. Our expert staff know and understand the local ag industry because they grew up in it. From operating loans to equipment and real estate purchases, we can help ensure your operation is a success. First Community Credit Union, rooted in your future.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss Snow is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Welcome back to Spuds TV here. Elks win that opening face-off of the second half. Fight for the ground ball. Won by the Elks. Whistle blows. Playing without the stick on the Elks. It will be Spuds ball. I had a chance to talk to Coach Kelly down on the sideline at halftime. He informed me that Joel Egerdahl is tied for all-time goals in his career at 78.
Witnessing history. An exciting record.
He is also 3 goals away from the record single goals in a season. Mid through now with the ball. Up to Blythe. Blythe splits to his left. Slide comes. Blythe is doubled. Eggerdahl is open on the backside. Overbowl finds him. Will this be the one? Eggerdahl shot.
Ooh.
Saved. Elks with a new goaltender in. Sam Roden, the senior goaltender.
Great save by Roden. Preventing history from Joel Eggerdahl.
Mid-through now to Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl will look to fire again. Shot just wide of the cage. He wants it. Tweetin now from X. Slide comes very early. Swims around the slide. Shot and a goal. Quinn Tweetin.
Nice swim move. And squeezes past both the defenders and finds the back of the net.
Put that on the huddle.
Beautiful play.
At halftime, I acquired a stat sheet for career leaders. Caleb Alderson is the leader in goals with 78. Tied with Eggerdahl at the moment. Assists goes to Oliver Judd with 66. Points, Caleb Alderson, 128. Oliver Judd's name on here a couple times.
Shout out to Caleb's father, Tom, tuning into the stream.
Braley wins that face-off to himself. Gets a touch. Elks will settle. Spuds up 11. One more goal puts the clock into running time. Elks up top with it now. Down on the near side. Elks seem to run most of their plays out of their midfielders. This is Becker. Been their go-to guy for most of the game so far.
Sam Grefsheim doing a great job of maintaining Becker.
Kuntz with a great ground ball. Kuntz with the full head of steam. To Eggerdahl. Shot just over the cage. Eggerdahl cannot quite seem to hit the net. A girls lacrosse yellow ball had rolled on the field. St. Cloud warming up on the east end of Jim Goda Stadium. Big matchup for them after this game.
Plenty of action-packed lacrosse going on at Jim Goda tonight.
Elks look to clear. Mid-dude comes away with it. It's just Eggerdahl and the goalie. Will this be the one? Joel Eggerdahl, your all-time goals leader for the Spuds. With his fourth of the game, I believe.
He said, that's all I need. I'm done for the day.
Coach Kelly fired up about that one. Eggerdahl gets a round of applause from the Spuds fans. I believe Eggerdahl is just 3 goals away from breaking the single season record as well. He will take a seat on the bench for now. Elks look to one-man clear once again. Successful so far for the Elks. Seems to be the only way they've been able to clear the ball.
A nice solo hero clear, showing some emotion. You could tell in his dodges.
Kuntz on ball, throwing some crazy stick checks. Stuber now with it. Up top to Becker. Once again, their go-to guy. Story on him. Story on ball again. Becker Not quite sure if that was a shot or a pass. Either way, knocked down by Kuntz. Chose comes away with the ground ball. Chose gets stiff-armed in the back. Stays on his feet. He will do it all himself. Gets the touch. Pass to Warner. Can't quite hold on to it. Warner will fight for the ground ball in the end zone.
Brian Chose, previous games, he was out with an injury. It's good to see that he's all wrapped up and back, creating some workhorse plays for the Spuds.
Procedure play called on the Spuds. Ball will go back to the Elks. Becker now will look to do it by himself. Becker in range, shoots, goal. Beats Devig 5-hole.
This is getting tight. Elk River buries and brings the differential down to 11. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Elks looking to stay alive and make it to the semifinal.
Spuds have never lost a quarterfinal game.
Wow.
To the best of my knowledge.
That might be the kiss of death right there, Matt Peters.
The announcer jinx.
The Blair Walsh phenomenon. Kiss of death from the announcers. Matt Peters, what do you think of J.J. McCarthy coming in for the Minnesota Vikings?
I think it's a good pick. Pretty sure his idol was Jim Goda here at the Jim Goda Stadium. Becker now with the ball. Circles behind the cage. Stuber up top with it. Good roll there. Staying away from pressure. Back down low is Babcock. Babcock swims over Melquist. Good show by Grefsheim. As he gets back on ball. Skip pass. Just out of the reach of the crease attackman for the Elks. Elks taking the time here. Now Becker will go on Tweeten. Beats his man.
Devig
reads a
out of the
skip pass.
crease.
Reads that skip pass all day. Paulson now with the ball.
Paulson staying on his feet.
See if Spuds can capitalize off of that smart play by Devig. Grefsheim rolls it to Midthun. Midthun on the near side. Slide comes on Midthun. Doesn't seem too worried about it.
Midthun embracing the contact being provided from the Elk River Elks.
Near side is Welly. A lot of new faces out there for the Spuds. Tweeten, one hand on his stick. Tries to fire it back to Midthun. Just out of the reach. Midthun chases that down back to midfield. Overbow over to Chose. Brighton Chose gets a step on his man. Big body by Mansfield.
Turns into a slight WWE wrestling match.
Elks holding on to the stick of Paulson there. Ball should be going back to the Spuds, and it will. Kind of a chaotic play there. Midthun will start with the ball on the far side. Skip pass to Welly. Welly shot. Good save by Roden once again.
Another hero clear.
Clear by the Elks. Fast break opportunity. Rolls out of bounds. Berniking will pick it up and inbound. Deep in the Spuds end zone. Finds his goalie. Devig will walk it up. Devig with some wheels. And a timeout called by Coach Wimpkin with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the third quarter. Spuds with a score of 14. Elks 3. We will be right back.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Welcome back to Spuds TV. Spuds with a quick time out there as Devig was trying to push on the clear. A little worried for their sophomore goaltender.
Yeah, I don't think we can let that pass go unnoticed. A beautiful pass by Devig up to his attackman before Coach Wemkin called a timeout.
Speaking of Coach Wimpkin, we'd like to give him a shout out for everything he's done for this program. Coming in 3 years ago, Spuds in 2019 with a record of 4-7. 2020 there was no season. 2021 turning it around, going 10-4. 2022 12-5, and last year 17-2. Wimpkin completely flipping this program around. Spuds looking for their 4th consecutive section championship here.
Rose to Coach Wemkin.
Good stick check there by the Elks LSM. Ball on the ground picked up by Mithun. Mithun gets tripped up. No whistle.
A can open trip almost. Goes unnoticed by the refs.
Now a whistle blows. See what the call is. Looks like the ball will stay with the Elks.
Elks looking to cut the lead down.
Chipping away.
As we enter the fourth quarter in the next 2 minutes.
Becker now with the ball on the near side. Up to Stuber. Stuber can't quite hold on to that pass. Picks it up, guarded by Chose. Tweetin deep in the box, playing Becker. Finally steps out. Stuber looking to shoot. Shot. Saved. Devig saw that all the way. Another good outlet pass. Tweetin couldn't quite hold on to it. Shovels it over to Paulson, and Paulson will slow things down. Tweetin doubled there.
A creative play by Tweetin created this offensive possession and opportunity as he gathers the ground ball.
Spuds come away with that one. Now it's Welly on the near side. Welly throwing some fakes. Spud's working it around the outside here.
I'm completely honest. I am overly impressed by the depth of this Moorhead Spuds team.
Has not always been the case for the Spuds. A lot of young guys out there right now as the Spuds hold an 11-goal lead. Good ride there by the Spuds. Board called on the Elks. That's Mansfield. Ball will stay with the Elks. Skip pass all the way to Welly. Welly and the goalie. Shot off the post.
A great find from, I believe it was Tweeton. Found Welly right next to the crease. Welly just over the net, but a beautiful pass. Setting Welly up for success.
Overbow now on the near side. Splits to his left. Back to his right. Shot, goal. Through the legs.
2 seconds remain on the clock, and they will count it, and that will end the third quarter.
Spuds up 12 after 3. We'll be right back.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Hi, I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here in Fargo, North Dakota at Bailey's PDR. So what made you choose FCCU for your business needs?
I love the customer support that they give, that I have people's phone numbers that I can reach whenever I need to. When you're conducting business, you don't have hours to hopefully make up a financial decision, so sometimes you need those questions answered, and at FCCU, they're there always for you.
Welcome back to Spuds TV. Seconds away from the fourth quarter here. Spuds up 12. That means it will be running time for the remainder of the game.
Well, the Elk River Elks could come back. So, Matt Peters, I wouldn't say
the
remainder of the game.
Scoreboard keeper got confirmation by the referees that no matter how many goals the Elks score, to keep running the clock. They cut it back to 11, and he stopped the clock. The ref told him to continue it. So that's just the word that I got.
Interesting. It's interesting.
To wrap this game up so the girls' game can start on time following this.
If you're a Moorhead Spuds lacrosse fan, you should be sitting pretty happy right now with a 12-point lead with the running time in section.
Braley wins that face-off. Missed fast break opportunity there for the Elks.
You know, this game does end seasons as well as careers, so something to look out for.
Skip pass and a shot there by the Elks. Bringing it back to 11. We will see if the clock stops or not. Babcock with that ground ball. Feeding Schmig. Scoring his second goal of the game, I believe. Bringing the Elks total up to 4 on the night. Back to the face-off X, Jet Mersil and Braley.
A matchup we've seen all night long.
Good practice for both of these guys. Braley has been winning a majority of them tonight for the Elks.
Braley's been doing a great job showing domination on the X.
Missed pass there by the Elks. Rolls out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Spuds. Kuntz will start with it. Kuntz upfield to Paulson. Just missed. Should stay in bounds here. Fight for the ground ball down in the end zone. Picked up by the Elks. Elks will look to clear here.
Elks goaltender says he wants it.
Kuntz picks up the ball. Empty net. Over to Welly. Just over the head of Welly. Unselfish play by Kuntz, but just can't connect on that pass.
Kuntz showing some maturity, looking for a pass, trying to be unselfish.
If you're a fairly new lacrosse fan, a pass out of bounds goes to the other team. A shot out of bounds goes to whoever is closest to the ball when it goes out of the back of the end zone. That is why teams can keep possession if they shoot it. Elks get a touch on the far side. They will set up in their offense. Becker up top with it. Kuntz guarding him. Kuntz with a couple takeaways on the night already. Kuntz tries a can opener there. Doesn't quite work. Ball down in front of the crease. Brighton Chose comes away with that one. Up to Grefsheim. Pass stays in bounds. Big hit there by Overbo. Taking the man.
Overbo, the freshman, laying the body. Says, I don't care, you're on my turf now.
Another rule explanation. If the ball's on the ground, you can play man ball inside 5 yards of the ball. Anything outside would be interference. Smart play there by Overbo. Spuds come away. Another failed clear by the Elks. Grefsheim to Overbo. Overbo shoots just wide. Keeper is closest off the shot. Ball will go back to the Elks. Spuds will set up in their ride. Been fairly successful tonight so far.
8 minutes remain in the game.
Missed pass there by the Elks once again. Fight for the ball at the 30-yard line. Joel Eggerdahl, for whatever reason, has a pole in his hand.
You know, you beat the record. Lemkin says, hey, go do whatever you want.
There you go. Next thing you know, he's got a goalie stick in his hand.
Who knows? Uh-oh, Eggerdahl making his defensive debut and gets a pick.
Eggerdahl intercepts that pass.
It goes straight to
Huge
Devig.
play.
Wow. Maturity. Maturity out of the senior.
This guy could do it all. Spuds with numbers. Grefsheim will look to shoot. Save there by Roden.
Roden just gets a stick on and deflects it to outside.
Spuds win the chase. A little talking on the Spuds sideline between starting LSM Carson Kuntz and starting attackman with a pole in his hand, Joel Eggerdahl. Shot there in front of Roden, picked up. Pass just over the head of Becker. Ball on the ground once again. Elks come away with it. Successful clear by the Elks. Something they've struggled with in the past couple minutes. Elk River gets their offensive personnel on the field. 6.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Becker sweeps over the top to his right. Shot saved by Cook. Another goalie change on the other side of the field here for the Spuds.
It's rare that you see 2 goalie changes in a single game.
And we have a award call on Tweeton. A flag was in the hand of the official, not thrown. We'll see if there was a call. I believe there will be a slash on the Elks.
This will create a Spuds offensive possession as 5 minutes and 50 seconds remain in the quarterfinal game.
Braden Becker, been saying his name a lot tonight. The freshman, just noticed, one of the younger guys on the field doing a lot for the Elks, a bright future ahead of Braden Becker. Spuds man up, looking to capitalize here. Carson Kuntz out there with the pole, not something you see all the time.
Spuds have quite a few freshmen getting some playing minutes. An awesome concept by Coach Wemkin.
Tweeten keeping that in bounds. Over to Paulson. Paulson shoots with his left hand. Shot. Just wide of the cage, backed up by Overbo. Kuntz still on the field. Deep hole in the man up. And he shoots. Not sure that would have went in a soccer net. Carson Kuntz bounces that 4 feet over the cage. Chase won by the Elks. And they will look to clear. Elks still man down for a few more seconds here. Ball picked up by Aiden Struck. Another new name out there for the Spuds. Tweeten, low to high.
Absolute steamer from Tweeten. Again, another shot inches wide of the net. Ball remains in Spuds' possession.
Paulson will start in the end zone. He'll look to dodge. Trips over his own feet a little.
Hits a little reverse checks.
Still comes away with the ground ball. Good hustle play there by Paulson. His shot goes wide of the cage. Time still running. Just over 3.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Tweeten beats his man. Ball ends up on the ground. Good check there by Mansfield. Tweeten skip out. Pass up top to Midthune. Midthune splits to his right. Jump shot.
Spuds' bench is visibly showing some excitement as time ticks down. As they look to play in the Section 8 semifinal.
Elks to clear once again. As they cross over midfield here. Stuber now with the ball. Elks still need a touch. And a timeout call by the Elks bench. With 2:42 to play, Spuds 15, Elks 4. We'll be right back.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job. Because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Welcome back to Spuds TV. Fresh out of that timeout for the Elks. Spuds just under 3 minutes away from an 11-3 record and moving on to the semifinal game.
A crucial and very important timeout called by the Elks as they look to draw something up with this possession.
Spuds girls team watching towards the sports center as the St. Cloud girls team warming up on the track. Should be a pretty good game between those two teams.
Matthew Peters, I believe you are calling the game, the girls' game?
I will be doing color for the girls' game as well.
I'm excited to tune into that and watch that.
Babcock now comes away. Swim move shot over the cage. Elks there to back that up. Dean Halgo getting some popcorn and a hot dog because he's going to be here for a while.
It's not a bad dinner. Sounds good. Jim Goda might have the best hot dogs in the state.
Takeaway check by the all-time goal scorer for the Spuds, Joel Egerdahl, with a deep hole. Gets the ball back. Almost picked up that ground ball with a pole. Wanted to shoot that.
A flag is thrown on the Elks.
Elks have 7 defenders on the defensive side of...
Normally you play with 6.
That is the rule. Elks decide to break it. Big hit there by Mansfield. Nolan Cook, brother of Jonas Cook. Clean hit. Flag is not thrown on the hit. Thrown on instead the offsides for the Elks. 30-second penalty will go on Steven Jordan, the midfielder. Clock still ticking away. Just over a minute to play in this quarterfinal game.
I'm amazed by Cook. Absolutely absorbed that hit, and he's first in line on the bench. He says, hey, I'm ready to get right back out there.
Another young guy getting some minutes. Sometimes you need to get hit like that to know not to run through the crease again, you know?
So he might remember that.
Skip pass up to Kuntz. Kuntz wanted to shoot it. Shot there by Welly, just misses the cage. 30 to play. Mersil now onto the field for the Spuds. Overbo starts behind the net with the ball. Elks are even strength here. Shot, goal.
Absolute
Paulson.
Steamer to the top right corner.
Paulson brings the Spuds total up to 16. Elks will finish with 4 goals. Spuds are moving on to the semifinal game against the winner of Sartell and Brainerd. Time still to be determined. We will have that coverage for you at Jim Goda Stadium in a couple days. Stay tuned for the girls' game. We'll be right back.